Things just went to another level between Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton, so we'll see what's new there. We'll also take a look at what's new for Naomi, John Cena, and more. Starting things off with the latest for Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton. It's been known for a long time that Charlotte versus Tiffany was the plan for WrestleMania 41, but over the last few weeks, fans have been waiting for that big segment that really sells this WrestleMania match in a major way. You had a couple of post-match attacks, you had big brawls between the both of them, all over the arena, but it looks like they finally struck gold with a segment that really got fans invested in the feud, and this was the segment that was aired on the March 21st edition of SmackDown. On this episode of SmackDown, Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair sat down for a joint interview. The interview featured a lot of personal jabs being thrown at each other. Charlotte Flair revealed that she only selected to face Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania 41 because she felt sorry for her. Tiffany noted that Charlotte Flair switched up on her because Charlotte was originally a big supporter of Tiffany in the past, but how that all changed when Charlotte returned several months ago. Charlotte explained that change in attitude being due to the fact that this is a world title match at WrestleMania, so she is going to crank up the intensity and be aggressive towards Tiffany Stratton, regardless of what their past was. Tiffany jabbed Charlotte Flair for always bringing water to whatever is hot in pro wrestling, and Charlotte said that Tiffany Stratton might not even have a job in the company by the time she's her age. So on paper, they had a nice couple of big verbal jabs at each other, but on video, seeing this interview, it seemed like a one-sided beatdown with Charlotte Flair definitely owning the interview for the most part. That's what made this segment really take off in the community. Fans were discussing how Charlotte Flair was not playing around in this segment and verbally slaughtered Tiffany Stratton in this interview. Charlotte was cutting Tiffany off nonstop, delivering big blows and weakening the impact of Tiffany's jabs because Charlotte was forcing Tiffany to say lines over again multiple times since she was cutting Tiffany off so much. And once Tiffany was stumbling and saying these lines multiple times, it really put Charlotte in this position of power and position of being the alpha in the segment. And that was part of the fan debate with this segment, was that Charlotte Flair being a great heel and absolutely schooling Tiffany Stratton in that segment straight up, or was that Charlotte Flair stepping a bit too far over the line in an unfair way that wasn't leaving Tiffany any room at all to say her piece? That was the real conversation amongst the fans after that segment finished airing. Some fans were even comparing this exchange to John Cena and Roman Reigns' 2017 battle of words, which saw the veteran John Cena verbally rip apart the young star Roman Reigns. And now seeing what Roman has morphed into, a lot of fans look back at that old verbal slaughter from John Cena as a blessing because that was the wake-up call Roman needed to really lock in. So a lot of fans are saying that same sort of thing here for Tiffany and Charlotte. That Charlotte did destroy Tiffany in this segment right there, but hopefully it's a blessing in disguise because it'll also be a wake-up call for Tiffany Stratton to lock in as well. If Charlotte is going to play it like that, you got to match that same energy or even surpass it. So fans want to see more fire from Tiffany Stratton. The buzz in the community definitely seemed to be alive for this WrestleMania match after this interview segment concluded. A lot of fans were saying that this interview really got them to care about this WrestleMania match because now there's a level of intrigue there. You got this narrative coming from this segment of naysayers saying that Charlotte Flair is still the cream of the crop and just exposed why it's way too early in her career for Tiffany Stratton to be champion. But at the same time, this also creates a narrative opportunity for Tiffany Stratton to prove those naysayers wrong, have an epic match, raise the intensity levels of her character, and pin Charlotte at WrestleMania to prove to herself and everyone else that she does belong here and that her time is now. So it might have been a one-sided beatdown in the interview, but a lot of fans claimed that this was the segment that really sold them on this program. So hopefully we get to see them add even more momentum to it in the coming weeks. John Cena's first heel promo gave us a lot of intel on why he did what he did at Elimination Chamber. It was all about him breaking himself free from his toxic relationship with the fans. But there's one area that John Cena did not provide much information on so far, and that's a detailed explanation on why he chose The Rock's side and how that entire plan came together. That's the one area of the entire story that we're still in the dark about. When did The Rock approach John Cena with an offer, and what exactly was said and promised there that made Cena accept the deal? It feels like that's definitely a pivotal part of the story that Cena did not even make any reference to during his first big heel promo, because judging by the magnitude of the moment and The Rock being there when Cena did what he did, that only leads us to believe that Cena and Rock are in on it together. The Rock is going to have John Cena's back in some fashion in the near future. If Cena wrestles Cody at WrestleMania and there's no sight of The Rock, that'll definitely feel weird and make you wonder what even was the point of Rock and Cena walking together at Elimination Chamber. So the way the story is positioned right now, we're left to believe that The Rock will flex his board of directors' power in some way to at least try and help John Cena win at WrestleMania. Maybe it'll be successful, maybe it won't be, but it just feels like part of this deal they have with each other has to include The Rock trying to assist Cena in some fashion. So hopefully that's something that Cena's new character will speak on and mention in the coming weeks. How exactly does The Rock fit into this picture, and what has he promised John Cena in return of throwing his virtues away? In similar John Cena related news, he did take to his Instagram page to post a picture of the cover art for his 2005 rap album. Like we always say, John Cena's Instagram page is a collection of John Cena teasing and hinting at things without directly saying it. It's all ambiguous, it's all up for your own interpretation, but a lot of fans are understanding Cena posting his old album cover as Cena potentially hinting at one of the songs in that album serving as his new heel theme song. Cena did say on Raw that he's not changing anything, but fans still feel like that could be what Cena is hinting at there on his Instagram page. Naomi and Jade Cargill obviously can't stand each other right now and want to tear each other apart every time they see each other on television. But Naomi and Jade are going the extra mile of stirring the pot and deepening their feud through social media. Mia Yim recently put together a TikTok challenge video backstage at SmackDown with all of the brand's biggest superstars, even including Jade Cargill. That's when one fan questioned why Naomi wasn't a part of the challenge video. And Mia Yim revealed that Naomi specifically refused to be a part of the video since Jade Cargill was also in the video. And it didn't stop there. Jade Cargill posted a new series of photos onto her Instagram page, and Naomi did take the time to leave Jade a comment on her new post. Naomi said that she hopes to see Jade Cargill crossing the street while Naomi herself is waiting at a red light in a Hummer. So everyone is appreciating the great levels of details and length that Naomi and Jade Cargill are going through just to keep the story going off television. So it's nice to see Naomi and Jade Cargill pretty much at each other's necks every second on social media because it's entertaining for the fans and definitely adds more special sparks to their already intense storyline.
But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.